is the first official interview. The big secret is out. I am signed with TNA Wrestling. You don't know what I have deep down inside of me, and I've never been able to tap into that side.
Some fans were making comparisons with other wrestlers.
I haven't stepped foot in the ring. I haven't cut a promo. I haven't said a word. So do not make assumptions. I'm going to take the world by storm. I promise you that.
Welcome if you're in Ring the Belle, this is DS, and today we've got the elegance, the excellence here. We've got Ash by Elegance here with us.
Hi, how are you?
I am so good. It is my big honor, the opportunity to interview you. I'm so excited.
I am too. This is the first official interview by Ash by Elegance.
So we saw you looking beautiful and hard to kill watching the Knockouts Championship match. So what's happening? Are you officially with TNA?
It is official. The big secret is out. I am signed with TNA Wrestling, which is an amazing opportunity, and I cannot wait to explore that Knockouts division.
I mean, tell me about arriving to the TNA locker room. What was it like that day?
Well, I made my secret appearance. I came to the venue, which was an amazing venue in Las Vegas at the Palms Arena. It was spectacular. And while that Knockouts title match was going on, I just wanted to make my way out to the ring and let my presence be known, and watch an amazing match with one of my old co-workers, Trinity. So I was really excited to show up and watch her against Jordan, which was an amazing, amazing match, but also wanted, to make a statement and let everybody know that my eyes are on that Knockouts title.
Let's take it back a little bit to look back at your career for a sec. You started out before pro wrestling with bodybuilding and fitness modeling. And then when you started pro wrestling, you were with one company for 10 years, right? So after a decade, finally becoming a free agent for the first time, what went through your mind?
Oh my gosh, it was like crazy emotions going on through my head. And I kind of had to, contain all of them and put them all together and say that this is what's best. Being in WWE was an amazing experience. It was a great platform that it gave me to be out there and spread my message and inspire other people. But it was time. It was definitely time to explore other options. And I want to be in control of my destiny. I want to be the one to know that I can go out there and I can win this championship, and I can go out there and achieve my goals and achieve my dreams. And, throughout 10 years of wrestling within WWE, again, I can't say anything bad about it, but it was time for me to spread my wings and fly and take control of what I want. And wrestling has become such a passion of mine. I love being in that ring and I love performing. And TNA was just the perfect fit for me. It was a fit that made sense. I have worked with a lot of talent that are in TNA, and everybody was like, you're gonna love it here. This is the place to be. You want to get out there and you want to show the world what you can do. This is the place. So I'm super grateful. Tommy Dreamer, Gail Kim, they have been in my corner, and I talked to them throughout the whole thing. They were like, this is the perfect fit. You're going to get an awesome opportunity to go out there and shine and show what you can do. And that's exactly what I'm looking forward to do. Another thing is so many people had reached out from WWE, my coworkers from there, and they're just so proud because they saw so much potential in me, and they wanted me to go explore other options and not just stop there and have a bitter taste in my mouth. And that's exactly what I'm doing. So it was so nice to see the support since, I have signed with TNA Wrestling.
Being off-road for the first time in 10 years, how did you spend that time? I mean, I saw that you took beautiful photos.
It was definitely a transition. It's crazy because everything came to an abrupt end, and then you're like, what do I do now, right? And I'm a go-getter. I'm a hustler. I'm a go-getter. People had mentioned to me that had been released from WWE was like, take a break. Go on a vacation for the first time. Go and just relax and shut your mind off. And I was like, that's a possibility. But me as a person, like, I can't have downtime. Like, I go and get it. So as soon as, that release happened, I was like, okay, what do I do next? I need to keep going. The internet could be a great thing and the internet can be a bad thing. And people were like, oh, she's just another pretty face. She's going to do this. She's not going to wrestle anymore. And I was like, no, behind the scenes, I kept working out. I kept training. I kept rolling around in ring. Yes, I did a lot of photo shoots. I wanted to interact with my fans and engage with my fans on a different level. So yeah, I did, start an exclusive page, a fan page of mine where I can talk to fans, embrace my body, embrace my sexiness, and show the women that it's empowering to feel sexy. And it's empowering to, go out there and promote yourself on a different level and feel confident. Because in WWE, they kind of take that confidence away from you a little bit. You're getting momentum, and then it just kind of gets pulled from underneath of you, and you're like, man, now what? And now I finally got to take everything into my own hands and create my own destiny off screen for 3 months, transition my body the way I love it, be able to spend time with my family on my time and schedule trips to Ohio, travel, go see other people, create experiences that, when I'm on the road, I was working all the time. If I had 3 hours, yeah, I might go sightsee, but it was great to take the experience on my time. And now jumping back into the ring, I feel so much more empowered to go out there and make a statement.
You already touched upon it a little bit, but I feel like TNA fandom is very hardcore wrestling fans. Like they're so passionate about it. And over the years, we have fans like me that loves you, but there were fans that were quite skeptical of you, sometimes downright cold. So what's your mindset going into TNA wrestling where there's hardcore wrestling fans?
Something they haven't got to see the hardcore side of me. I had a bit of a run in NXT with a kendo stick match, and people were like, oh, she's not going to be able to hang. She's just a pretty face. You don't know what I have deep down inside of me, and I've never been able to tap into that side. And with TNA, it's like doors are open. That's a reason why also, too, I went the TNA direction. I know what I can do, and I know I can hang with the best of the best. And I believe the TNA Knockouts division roster is the best of the best, period. I've seen what they can do. I've been watching the product. I've been exploring other avenues before I signed with any other wrestling company. I was watching the product, and I felt as though TNA is going to be able to bring out the best in me. With that being said, yeah, haters are my motivators for sure, And the thing is like, they're like, oh, she's a pretty face. Oh, she looks disgusting. Oh, she's skinny. Oh, she's fat. Oh, she's transformed. Oh, she's had plastic surgery. It's like, none of that matters. Like, I'm not, what matters is how I feel inside and what I know I'm capable about doing. And I'm going to show and prove the world that, yeah, I am a pretty face, but I'm a badass too.
I'm so excited to see that. When I said I'll be interviewing you today, a lot of the fans, for some reason, were like, will we see more Swanton bombs in TNA? I mean, what do you think?
Of course, the ropes are very different, I must say. I was trained with regular, ropes. With that being said, I have transitioned into rings with cable ropes as well, too. So it's different. So I'm definitely going to get my, footing right and feel out, the ropes a bit. But it doesn't stop me. I was a gymnast for 18 years. I am a daredevil, and I'm going to take it to the top for sure. 100%. You betcha.
So you said you've been watching TNA for a little bit. Who are some of the favorite knockouts you've been eyeing on? Who are you excited about stepping into the ring with?
So you know what? I feel like Trinity, like I'm following in her footsteps a little bit because I was in the locker room with her for many, many years. And I was actually in the locker room when she had left WWE. And everyone's like, you know what? I wonder what's next for her. And then seeing her transition to TNA, it was like a blessing for her. It was the best possible thing that she could do to elevate herself and show the world what she could do. And me watching her, I was like, oh my God, she's killing it. She is showing everyone what her true potential is. And that's amazing. I feel the same way for myself. I was with WWE for so long that I would get there, but I wouldn't. It was like I was going, and then I wouldn't get there. And it was like, let's do this. And a lot of girls within WWE feel comfortable. And that's exactly what I felt. I felt comfortable with being in WWE for so long. And you have blinders on. You don't see what's outside. Now, once you get that freedom and you see what's outside, you're like, okay, I want to go and get it. I want to capture what's out there and what is to be made, because WWE is right there and they make you believe that that's it. But there's so much more out there. There's so much potential out there. And with that being said, Trinity brought that to the table and she showed that potential. Again, when I was out there, I've had my eye on Jordan too for a while, because coming from the fitness and bodybuilding world, she has transformed herself to look like $1,000,000. Like, I've seen her, years ago to what she is now is truly amazing. Another girl that, I admire is Zaya. She is Robbie Brookside's daughter. And I met her when she was 14 or 15 years old down at NXT when she was a little girl. And I'll never forget that. Dusty Rhodes was like, hey, do a promo in front of everybody. And she went out there and she did it. And we took an instant connection because I was proud of her being a little girl and trying to capture her dreams and make them reality. And here she is in the same locker room as I am. And she's like, oh my God, maybe we're going to actually be able to work together. I'll never forget you from day number one when I was, 14 or 15 years old. And now we're here in the same locker room and we're going to create magic together. Definitely those tag titles too from Decay. They're a badass team. I mean, they are badass. So maybe I can find a tag team partner and we can go out for those tag team titles as well.
Speaking of tag team, a lot of the fans are missing your partnership with former Knockout, Tenille Dashwood.
Yes.
Team END.
Of course.
What do you think? Maybe?
That was, something I still talk to Tenille quite often. I talked to her back when she was actually with Impact. And then when she had returned back to WWE, we were trying to, our minds race and wonder and think about trying to get back together. But obviously that wasn't in the plans. I always say never. I know she's very, very busy with exploring other options and doing other things, which more power to her if she wants to take that. But I would love definitely to get back in the ring with her and, maybe capture those tag team titles one day with her. It would be amazing.
This character, Ash by Elegance, everyone's so intrigued. What's the inspiration behind it?
I feel as though with other characters and roles that I have played, I've never tapped into my true self. I love to be elegant, and I feel elegant is it's a word, but it means just so much. It's grace, it's elegance, it's class. And I've always tried to do everything with the utmost class and respect in any area that I have worked in. And I want to bring class and elegance to the ring. And I feel like that's definitely a part of me and who I am. So I'm really excited to explore a true side of me as elegant.
Fans like me were so excited to see you, that glamour being brought to TNA, the wrestling. But, over the weekend, I was so annoyed about it. Some fans were making comparisons with other wrestlers.
Yes, and I hate that too. To be honest with you, it's a hairstyle, first off. And many people rock the same hairstyle on the red carpet all the time. You'll see a girl walk by with a pretty hairstyle, maybe a different color, and then another girl walks by and she's blonde with the same exact hairstyle, but they're not making comparisons. It was a hairstyle, okay? Flat out. Our hairstyle looked alike and we had the same color lipstick. It does not bring any correlation to a timeless factor or her being like the 1950s character. No, wait till you see. You can't judge like somebody for an appearance that is out in the crowd. I haven't stepped foot in the ring. I haven't cut a promo. I haven't said a word on TNA television yet. So do not make assumptions. It's a totally different element that I'm going to bring to the table.
Good thing people are talking because they're so excited to see what's next for you.
Yes, of course.
So the playtime is over. What can we expect from Ash by Elegance in TNA?
You're going to expect beauty, elegance, outside of the ring, but also inside of the ring. And I have an amazing manager by my side who is hyping me up, that is in my ear, that has been in TNA and has watched the product. So he's giving me a little bit of insight on each and every single girl, what their strengths are, what their weaknesses are. And I'm going to take the world by storm. I promise you that. And I'm going to be bringing an Ash by Elegance world tour, so everybody gets to see the elegant side of Ash, for sure.